Bring the action. 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 Welcome to another episode of Rock Flag and Hike with your host, Sean. I think I gotta go to one for you. I am going to attempt to summit Mount Adams. It's over 12,000 feet. It's still covered in snow, although it hasn't snowed recently, so it should be nice hard pack. I am just pulling onto the Forest Service Road for the last 8 miles to get to the trailhead. There were some reports that there's a lot of snow on the service road still, so I might not even be able to drive up to the trailhead. But the overall plan is to hike up to Lunch Counter Base Camp, which is about 4 miles from the trailhead. It's about 9,000 feet. And camp there tonight, and then do a sunrise summit of Mount Adams, assuming everything goes well. I think so, although I always get a little bit nervous about this kind of adventure, and I've gotten some peaks of Mount Adams, and it's big, and I feel a little bit intimidated. But that's okay. I got some fresh gear to bring with me. I've got some warm clothes, and I am ready to bring the action. Yeah, all right, let's get at it. The good news is that 5 miles from the trailhead, and it is still clear. I have not come across any snow. Road's a little rough, but not bad. Looking good. This is really going to open up pretty quick. So, looking forward to some great views. There it is. So, coming up from the right side, and then it kind of goes up the spine there. Ooh, boy, there's clouds up top there, and I kind of spoke too soon. Here comes the snow. Well, clearly, once again, I spoke too soon. At about 4 miles to the trailhead, came across all these parked trucks. So, if they're not going up over it, I'm not going up over that. But that's okay. It also means there's a lot of people out there. And I'm not going to be alone on the mountain. That's a cool thing about being out here, is that a lot of other people trying to do the same thing. So, here comes the grind. I can already feel the elevation. I know I'm over 3,000 feet. The summit is 12,000 feet, over 12,000 feet. And base camp is a little over 9,000 feet. So I got some climbing to do. Oh yeah, it's beautiful out here though. Man, no complaints. I probably could have made it a little bit further, but I don't know how some of these cars got here. Oh, one of them has changed, and then there's this big fucking truck right here. So you can kind of see there's the peak behind those clouds. The trail kind of goes up the ridgeline there. This forest road kind of curls up around. I was looking at the map. If I take a shortcut that way, I can cut off some time. Bushwhacking never goes as planned for me, but I swear this time it's gonna work. we are switching to spike mode. Shortcut worked. Bushwhacking actually turned out to be a good choice. So yeah, now I'm seeing all these people both going up like split boards and coming down. A little bit jealous. I gotta get me some of that. Oh. Just about ready to start the climb. Be prepared for self-rescue. Oh, no fires. So there's the map. This is where I am. It goes up. Ooh, actually, no, sorry. It goes up the blue route, I think, to lunch counter. So, yeah. Not really a defined trail because there's so much snow, and I'm kind of off track in between two trails. One is back over that way. It's further away. It's not the one that I intended, but I saw a lot more tracks. There's another one behind me that is up that ridge line, but I'm gonna have to find a kind of follow the contour around and then up to get back there. It's a little bit annoying. I'm not really sure like what the best route is. Could also try to get up over that and the ridge line. We'll see. Good practice for the High Sierra. Well, didn't come up either right ways, although I'm back on the trail, but I came up a way. Somebody's gonna see my tracks and be like, where the fuck did that guy go? But I'm getting up there. It's pretty slow going. That's hard. I thought the snow was gonna be easier. It's not. I can see Mount Hood. Can't get it on camera, but it's out there. God, it's beautiful. This is hard. This is really hard. It's beautiful. Could be the fucking most beautiful place in the world right now. Wind is pretty whipping, but it's been a wild trek. Tomorrow's gonna be more wild. So that right there is not actually the peak. It's Pikes Peak. It's a false summit. But That's like the big grind for tomorrow morning. And then Adams is just on the other side of that, and it's not really, it's flatter. But yeehaw. Going to be an interesting night. I don't have the right kind of tent for this. It's not meant for these kind of conditions. It's windy. I think it'll survive fine. Fingers crossed. But it's just going to be a noisy night, and not really happy about that. But the views, fantastic. What more can I say? Rise and shine. Oh, I hate this tent. This is getting returned. Oh. This is tough, slow, 1 foot at a time. Really just can't move very fast. As I start to sweat, you don't want to sweat. I sweat really easily. It's fucking, I've said it before, said it again, it's beautiful. This is really hard for me. I guess it gets easier. Just need practice. That's Pikes Peak. Gotta get over that before I even see Mount Adams. Sun is coming up. There's 2 people ahead of me. This is really awesome. Been breaking tread for me where there's a little bit of ankle deep snow. I don't know, this is pretty gnarly for me. I guess just because I haven't done a climb like this before. It's a little bit different than being in trail shape. I am in a good shape right now, the rowing and yoga. So I'm feeling, the body's I'm just pushing it. That's why I do this. 1 step at a time. That's true for this. Absolutely. I'm making the decision. I'm gonna throw in the towel on this adventure. Right now, I don't think the juice is worth the squeeze. I'm not even past Pikes Peak. The other 2 guys that were in front of me, they're actually turning around. And they got crampons and ice axes, so I think there's my sign. I'm happy being up here. I'll definitely come back and try a real attempt of Adams, but maybe I should stop doing these things in like when there's snow and it's really cold. Might be a little bit better. But that's the way it goes. Whoa, that was the first fall. Can't really glissade down this either because it's all ice. But I'm stubborn, so I'm gonna try it. Nope, didn't work. This is just, it's fun. I mean, even if I don't get the, bag the peak, I can come back to it. It's not going anywhere. Learned some lessons, and I was just figured out, the reason why I come out here is for adventure, and this is one great adventure. Back at base camp. I think it only took me 45 minutes to get down. Again, nice to let gravity do the work. There's actually a couple other camps around here where the people are just like, God, I'm glad we decided not to summit. My mood just got a lot better. That's kind of funny. But I just want to go over some of the gear that I took with me, because some of it's new, some of it worked, some of it didn't. For my tent, I used Big Agnes copper spur super ultralight tent. I think that's what it's called. Nope, it's a Fly Creek UL2. I'm returning it. It's not a good tent. I mean, maybe it's a fine tent in different conditions. It's not the tent that I should have brought with me for this. There was so much wind last night. I didn't sleep. I mean, I closed my eyes, but I wouldn't call it sleep. So I'm pretty drained, but that tent was just blown in the wind and it was super hard to set up. It actually blew away and I almost lost it completely. But yeah, I'll be returning that for sure. My Uber Light pad actually worked out great, even with the cold. Super happy with it. I slept nice and warm. It was on top of the Z-Light pad, so that always helps. And then, let's see, I bought the Platypus water filter. It's new. It's about the same size as Sawyer's Squeeze. It comes in a lot smaller packaging, so that's nice. I haven't got a chance to try it out. I don't think I will on this trip, but I have faith in that. Yeah, in general, my equipment worked the way it should for the most part. I just need to kind of rethink my strategy for trying to summit mountains like this. It's not a failure, it's a learning opportunity, and it's good. It's good. Would I have liked to summited Mount Adams? Absolutely. But like I said, I can do it in another day. The other thing, I should probably not wake up at 4 o'clock in the morning, go row, go coach twice, and then drive out here. It's just I started too late. Because then I didn't get to camp until sunset, which is not exactly the best. You know what, though? It was good. The action was brought. That's all I ask. So, time to get my ass back to the default world. Until next time, keep it blazing.